All right, let's look at number 6 from the Chapter 4 Closure packet. The directions state, find the equation of the line that passes through the points -12, -17, and 4, -5. So when we're asked to find the equation, we're talking about the equation in slope-intercept form. Y is equal to mx plus b. Okay, so it's going to pass through both these points. They're both just ordered pairs. We have an x1, y1, right? And we have an x sub 2, y sub 2. So there's just 2 points. Now, some of us will choose to use our slope formula to find the slope of the line, right? Which remember is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Okay, now I noticed that some of us are making a lot of mistakes with this formula. So I'm going to do the formula, but I'm going to show you another way that we can think about doing it as well. So I'm going to do the y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So I'm going to do this point minus this one, which means it's -5 minus -17. So -5 minus -17. Okay, that's where we really need to practice and make sure that we're locked in as we're doing the problem. We have that minus, that negative. And then we're also going to do the x sub 2 minus the x sub 1. So we got to do the 4 minus the -12. So 4 minus -12. So what we get here, this is the same thing as saying -5 plus 17. And this is the same as saying 4 plus 12, which is going to give us 12 over 16, and that should reduce to 3/4. Okay, so our slope is 3/4. But let's say that you're just not very good at that formula. You're always messing up with the negatives. Okay, let's just visualize what's happening here real quick. Okay, for some of you, this might actually be the better approach to take. If I take it and I draw in my x and y axes, and they don't have to be super accurate, but let's plot those points. I have a point at -12, -17, so let's say that's got to be way down here somewhere in that third quadrant. And then I have 4, -5. Right, so that's probably somewhere like down in here. Okay, we're looking for the line that runs through those points. So if we take this and we draw in our slope triangle, right, if I draw in my slope triangle, I can kind of figure out what my slope is that way too. Because right now, since I'm at -12, -17, and over here I'm at 4, -5, let's think about the distance that we're traveling. Right, to go from -17 up to -5, right, how far have we gone? Right, to get from -17 to -5, we've gone up 12 units. If I'm going to go from -12, right, on my x-axis, all the way over to +4, right, I know if I'm going, this distance is 12, and then I'm going to go 4 more, how far have I actually gone? Well, that's 16, right? So you can draw it to figure it out if you need to. And then when we think about our change in y over our change in x, right, we've got a +12 over a +16, which also is the same as what we had above, right? That equals 3/4. So since that is m, okay, we still need to figure out what our b value is, or what our y-intercept is going to be. Looking at the drawing we did here, we know that the answer should be a negative number because we are below the x-axis right here when we cross over the y-axis. Let's take that information that we know, y equals mx plus b. Since we know m, we'll put in that 3/4. And now we need to plug in something for x and y. And you can use either of the points. I think I'm going to just use my xy as being 4, -5. So I'm going to put in -5 for y. I'm going to put in 4 for x. And now I'm going to solve it for b. 3/4 of 4 is going to be 3. And when I subtract 3 from each side, I'm going to end up with -8 is going to equal b. So now that I know m and I know b, I can put it all together and say y is equal to 3/4 x minus 8. And that is our solution, or that is the equation of the line. All right, this is problem number 6 from the Chapter 4 closure. I know it's not a Chapter 4 concept, but it's something that we need to make sure that we have down. If you have additional questions, please make sure you reach out. Thanks for watching.